We are taking a look today at Merrimack College 2-3 zone defense since their coach, Joe Gallo, has taken over the job. They were a D2, recently formed a D1. They are the Division I team in men's basketball who have played the most zone since he took the job. I repeat, Merrimack College, since Boeheim retired, they have been the zone defense the most out of all of Division I men's college teams. Zone defense is their defense, and right here we pull up Synergy. This is it right here. 1,700 of their possessions on defense has been zone defense, and only 232 have been man defense. So when we look at the numbers in Synergy, we know that Merrimack is a 2-3 zone team. When you look at programs and say what we do, the Merrimack Warriors are a zone defensive team. Now, if you haven't done so already, take a look at my complete 2-3 zone guide that I clicked down below. I'm telling you right now, he's a Boeheim disciple. They run their zone mostly like Syracuse did, so there's going to be a lot of things they do well. Synergy said they're a very good defensive team, and they do the zone very well. It's what they do every day, so you expect a team that's had constantly been above 500 since Division I inception. They know what they're doing. Let's take a look at these clips, and let's take a look at some zone defense. So right here, they're a 2-3 zone. Look how active they are. Very good high wings. Again, wings are very high. Excellent wing defense right there. You know it. They're pointing right there. Absolutely fan out. Good. Get up. Good. That's a good. Listen, guys, when you guys DM me and say, what should it look like? What should it look like? This is a great possession of what a great zone, active zone is looking like. Let's break it down. One, the intention. They already know who's on ball, who's off the ball. Look at how high the wings are. Look out at the wings. When the pass happens to a wing, what's the wing responsibility? Take away the three, deny the corner, get involved in the play. He does all of these things by coming up high, taking away that shot so no three can be shot, but then look how he comes back to the ball and takes away the corner. This is quintessential wing zone defense right here. He took away the shot, and he's denying the corner. Now, there is no corner but if there was, he would be denying it. Now, the goalie can say empty corner, and he can go to the short corner. But this is what you want to do, and of course, the wing defense, the top guards, what are their responsibilities? It's contest shots, plug drives, and be aware of the high post. He is now going to go under and up to close out, which he does right here. Pass happens there. Notice how he does. He's going to sprint to the high post area because, again, we don't want our goalies to ever be in the high post. It's exactly what we want right here. The wing is up high here. Normally, we don't have to be this high, but they're playing up high. This is totally okay. Passes in the high post. When the ball happens in the high post, we fan out. That's exactly what they a little bit late of doing, and they fan out there. Bam, bam, get man up, get a steal, and that's a good zone clip. I give that an A. They did have three on the ball. You don't want that to happen often, but their intent was good getting out of it. So pass happens there, wing comes out, good wing defense, high post, let's get it, way to duck in, good, but you see the wings there right here? I'm sorry, but we got to take a look at this, okay? Ball goes in the high post. If you've watched my guide, what happens? When the ball goes in the high post, we want the wings to take away any high-low look, and the goalie waits 2 seconds, then closes out that shot, and of course, the guards will fan out, essentially playing man defense in a deny stance. Ball goes in the high post, look what these wings do. Bam. Sprints down, he goes up, this guy comes down here as well, and we have what essentially is a man look right here when the ball's in the high post. And look at this. Taylor's right here. Very good. We get back into it, and we're back in our zone alignment. Right there. Good. Way to take away the three. Very good job. They're on the ball here. Again, wing coming up. Okay, it's a guard stance right there. Wing coming up. Shot. And we got to rebound that. They did not rebound that. Short corner, little trap there. But right there, we'll take a look. We'll go back here. This is a great clip, guys. Great clip here. We see it right here. Ball in the high post. We duck in, we see this. That's exactly what you want to do. That we want to fan out here. We can fan out a little bit sooner. Obviously, personnel, you know who your Curtys are, your Russ Westbrooks, your shooters, your drivers. But this is very excellent in terms of just taking away the high-low pass. You can see there. He's taking away this pass over here. Guard needs to be aware a little bit quicker here. He's taking away this pass here. We're in man, essentially, right now. They switch that off. Very good. Zone's there. Then we're back into it right here. Bam. Coming up here. He should close out to the short corner, which he put right there, as you saw him do right there, the wing defender. Come over here on the ball. He sprints to the high post, as he should. Ball goes over there. Close out. Pass happens there, and again, this shot shouldn't really, even though it's far out, we're okay with that. But if this shot was if he was over here to the wing, a little bit closer to the 3-point line, that will be the wings behind. As Boeheim said, if a shot goes from top of the key to the wing and a shot goes up, that is the wing going to be benched. But this is an okay look because it is far out, and even if he is a shooter, we're still there with a decent contest. It's not a great contest, but I would say it's a very good contest, and we're okay with that. Short corner trap here. And I think it's a foul there. But again, I would say it's another A. And you can see how active it is, guys. I'm energized because they're active. This is not like the 2-3 zones that we looked at through the NBA, we looked at in Division 3. These are active zone teams. Let's take another look here. We're getting after it. Who's got the ball when the guards do? Pass happens here. Come away. Good job with the wing closeout. Could pop out. Guard there. Quick high-low look. Duck in. We're just being tough on the ball there, yeah. And this right here, if you say, oh, well, how do we avoid this happen? Pretty much we can, this is really tough here. Again, physical player, going to get a duck in here. It's not too much from it that we can say, oh, well, how do we not allow this pass to happen that easily? We have ball pressure. We jostle for position here. And after that, we got to do a better job really making sure he doesn't get possession there. I think what we can do here is make contact a little bit sooner. You know he's pumping in here, so you want to go maybe three-quarter here. I call it windshield wiper defense, where you're kind of man up, arm is to the side in front of his chest, make it a little bit difficult to make that pass. Because if the pass does have to happen, it's got to be more of a lob instead of just a quick look in right there. And we're active wing defense right there. And again, wings responsibilities, take away the 3, deny the corner, and get involved in the play. Right here, good job. High post right there, very good. See how the wings duck in here, guys? Again, we didn't see this at all in the NBA. A lot of you guys did about the high post. When the ball goes in the high post, it's the guard's responsibility to make sure it doesn't happen in the high post. But when it does, the guards will fan out, meaning they will think of matchup man defense. Who are the best three-point shooters? Let's fan out and deny them. What are the wings doing? The wings are blowing up the play, meaning look how he gets in front of the duck in right here. Ball in the high post. He gets in front. So it's not going to be an easy duck in. This wing is going to make sure seek out where his man out, and he's going to also deny and make that a tough pass, as you can see right here. And the goalie is going to take a second or two, depending on the matchup, and close out there. Again, if this high post is a Jokic, okay, you're going to play him a little bit differently, obviously, than if it was a Draymond Green or that type of high post player who's not as big of a threat. Very good right here. Come back over here. Yep, we got good on ball. Very good on ball pressure. Very good. Let's get after it. That's good job, guys. Let's clap. I hope at home you're clapping. This is what a good 2-3 is supposed to look like. Let's take a look at another clip here. We're being active here with the ball. Very good by guards. Very good here. And this is just being tenacious, and also Quinnipiac. Their guards got to wake up a little bit here too. It's inexcusable to get picked off right there with loose handles there. So let's take another look. We're being tenacious on the ball here. Look at Joe Galligan too. I love that. Quick 3 goes up there. I was looking at the coach. That's my fault. Let's take a look at it right here. That's a tough 3, but the wings got to come out there, though. The wings got to come out there. We can come in down, then out when we close out. Remember, guards go down to stop the drive, then out. The wings' responsibility is to take away that 3. That 3, even though I know at home you're saying, man, that is like a really far out 3. Absolutely right, but if this was, let's say, a Curry-type shooter, we've got to make sure we're there on the catch. Almost like you would if you talk to Frank Martin. You guys have been coached, understand denial defense, man defense. You never want a pass from the top of the key to the wing be just an instant catch and shoot 3. You want them to at least put the ball on the floor. Contest is okay. Tough shot, but again, we'll allow that. Could be a trap there. They pass it out. Got to get the rebound there again. Weakness of the zone, could be rebounding, and we're going on to see this possession here. Very good right here. Very good. High post, what happens? Look at what we're doing, guys. Look, ball goes to the high post. Look at what we're doing. Now, I would say for number 0, like we talked about in our guide, you're left arm can be right in front of his chest over here, and you want your behind on his upper leg so you can't get screened easily, just to make that high post difficult if it's someone you don't want getting the ball in the high post. Against certain players, you're okay with the ball getting in the high post. Yes, against certain players, you want them to take that 16-foot jumper because they're about 38% from that range. You're okay giving that shot up against certain teams, certain players. We could do a better job of denying this in the high post, though. So this right here, probably one of the biggest mistakes I've seen so far in Merrimack. We're about 3-4 possessions in. We want to make sure we make this high post a little bit difficult, especially when we have no one out here. He's guarding no one, so you can see that we want that ball higher. But again, ball in high post, we're ducking in here. We're ducking in here, trying to take with those passes there. A little bit better there, but the intent was there, but it's still not good enough. It's okay if he's out there. That's okay. I know he's worried about this person there, but again, your first responsibility is ducking. You've got to be in the ducking here, and we could talk more about these matchups for overload situations, but you want to get the duck in here first because you could always switch over, and make it a man defense out of the high post, because a lot of people think Boeheim's zone defense was like, oh, it looks like a man. Yeah, it does look like a man at times, especially in the high post, because you're fanning out and you have responsibilities depending on where the ball goes and where matchups happen. But right here, we're a little bit too low. Duck in. Nice cut as well, and a dump in. And Merrimack's going to see a lot of zone sets because, again, they play zone like 90% of the time. So you're going to have to do zone play. And, again, you see this a lot in Division III, teams that press. When I was in that level, the reason why you press and get back in the zone that we did it, what some teams do is because, again, you burn clock, right? You burn clock against the zone because now you have to set up your zone plays, set up your sets, and you have now, instead of starting your offense with 25 seconds, you have 19 seconds, 21, 17, 20 to work out. Very good activity right here. Good activity here. They're doing a set play here, interchanging. Look at 1-3-1. Ball screen happen. We're going to switch that. Right there, we're going to switch it. Yep, very good. Good action here. Ball screen happens. Now, normally you would want to switch this right here. And you could be as aggressive as you want it to be. If it's a poor ball, you could be more trap heavy over it. But as this happens, you want to kind of let them go through it. Then you want to kind of meet them up here. Right there. You could do a little bit of a better job there. But again, we're going to take this. He's going to fall back this in the high post area. And he's going to pick up the ball there. And the wing is going to be right around here. This is a decent position, too, but right around here to make sure he picks up that first pass and deny right there. That happens right there. A good deflection there. And again, the goalie, of course, one thing that we didn't talk about much in this video, wherever the ball is, you want your goalie to be here. So, for instance, ball's over here, your goalie should always be on this side of where the ball is. He's doing a very good job. By the way, notice how he talked about the first possession about like those quick ducking that we saw from the low post. Look what he does now. He does a better job with contact, kind of doing three-quarter sets that we talked about. That was probably maybe a media timeout because it was after the 16-minute mark. This is a good coach adjustment, player adjustment to make sure that ball doesn't get passed inside easily right here. Wing up high here. Guard gets it. We're going to switch right here, pick up a little bit, get a deflection there, and of course, that's what we want to do. This zone is not a high school sag zone. You want to be aggressive with it. Let's take a look at this possession. Good defense right there. Guard. Again, this is just a great closeout. Again, we're in the high post here. Look at the high post. Stunts a little bit. You got to be active. Look at this. Look at this guard position. Comes it down. Comes up high to contest the shot. He's going to move back to the high post area right on this area right here. And then look at the wing. Coming up to be a threat there to make sure the three doesn't get jacked up. Because, again, the guard responsibility is to make sure we plug drives first. The wing's responsibility to take away the three. Exactly what happens. He's probably going to take away the short corner or corner as he comes back. Good slide right there. And very good there. Very good. That should not happen there. As I said, very good. We could do a better job where right here, responsibility is right here. So you could do a better job here. When the ball happens here, he probably lost his position here, but you want to be between the man and your man to make sure that it's a lob or never a direct line pass. This is a direct line pass and a bounce pass here. Again, it is a bounce pass, but we got to make it so it's a little bit tougher there. And we close out there. It's an okay closeout, but we got to do a better job there. One adjustment I saw with the Syracuse Boeheim in the last couple years, his last couple years, you can go back to his first maybe 10 years in the zone, 15 years in the zone, and then his last 5 years, he was angling his wing defenders more so their chest was more facing the inside paint area, as opposed to back when he had a Carmelo, Warwick Dunn, those players, he was more chest out to the midline. So it's kind of an adjustment I saw Syracuse do the last couple years. Boeheim retired. It looks like Merrimack kind of runs out a little bit as well. And again, just do a better job here at closing out the corner. Let's take another look at possession, guys. We got offense possession. Thank you, Synergy. Again, I just looked at Synergy. I just look at their most recent clips. That's why we're looking at it. This is the first time I've watched Merrimack, by the way. Right here. Got right here. Okay, high post there. And again, just an active zone, guys. I know Quinnipiac is kind of making some silly mistakes. But one thing with Syracuse is one thing a lot of Syracuse veterans, a lot of analysts have said, you can always chalk Syracuse up to get a 1 win or 2 wins in a tournament because teams are not used to an aggressive zone defense. This is not your typical uncoached, lazy zone defense. You can tell, if you look at our complete guide, this is how you want to do a 2-3 zone defense. You want to be aggressive. You want to be intent. It's what you do. Your players are bought in. Your staff's bought in. Everyone knows it's what we do. Guys, it is what we do. We're going to be not a good zone team. We're going to be a great zone team. And by doing that, we have to have everyone on the same page, great energy, and great activity. And that's exactly what you see with this team, and it comes with the steal. And again, I love watching Merrimack's zone. Loved emailing their coaching staff to say, hey, what adjustments are you doing? They start out every practice, preseason, regular season, postseason, with their perfect defense drill, perfect closeout drill, which is closeouts in their zone, slides in their zone. And you can tell their players bought in, their coaching staff's bought in, and I love seeing great zone defensive teams. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and keep your sights on Basketball Vision.